Welcome to Duke University Library's Object Handling Guidelines for Special Collections. This presentation is intended to provide guidance on handling artifacts, realia, and other non-traditional library materials. It is important to minimize handling and avoid unnecessary movement of objects. When you do have to handle items, please plan ahead for any object handling or movement. Have a space ready for the object before you move it. Prepare needed supplies in advance, such as a soft-wheeled cart, gloves, supports, and padding. Check the route you intend to take for obstacles, uneven floor surfaces, or other obstructions. Arrange for a second person to help open doors or to escort you through high-traffic areas. As we said, it's best to avoid unnecessary handling. Many objects are housed in a way that they can be examined without handling them directly. Some boxes have trays that can be pulled out of an enclosure, or a secondary support like a clear baggie that the object can be seen through without needing to remove it. Wash and thoroughly dry hands before handling objects. Wear gloves when noted on the enclosure. Gloves should always be worn when handling metals, gilding, ivory, bone, lacquer, plastics, fur, taxidermy, unglazed ceramics, stone, plaster, and hazardous materials. Gloves should be clean, close-fitting, preferably nitrile, and should be recycled after use. Do not try to reuse nitrile gloves or soiled cotton gloves. Do not touch your face or hair when wearing gloves. This can transfer hazardous material from the object to you, or oils from you onto the object. Examine each item for structural instability, weaknesses, or loose parts before handling. Cracks or weak parts may separate further if not handled carefully, and loose parts may shift during movement. Also evaluate the item for any hazards it may present, like sharp edges. Support an object with both hands at the strongest point. The strongest point is usually the base or body of an object. Do not support objects by secondary parts, such as handles, protrusions, appendages, lids, or straps. Handle one object at a time. Hold objects low over a table or cart to reduce risk of damage from dropping. Always use a cart when transporting an object over any distance. Do not hand carry objects. Ask for assistance. Never try to move a heavy or oversized object alone. Lift it with a partner. Discuss your plan for how and where to move an object with your partner before you pick it up. Please return objects to their enclosures as you found them. Pay attention to how an item is housed when removing it from the enclosure so it can be returned to the enclosure in the same manner. Use labels and photos on boxes as guides for rehousing objects. If an incident occurs and an object is damaged, do not panic. Please retain all pieces, however small, and contact conservation services immediately. Thanks for helping us by handling our special collections with care.